reading for the next 48. At the time I'm recording this, it's actually when I got on here, it was 636. So I don't know if that number is significant to anyone. I don't know what that means, but also we are coming upon a full moon in Gemini, which peaks December 15th at 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is known as one of the longest full moons, meaning the energy and the moon in the sky will be the longest ever seen. It's also known as like the cold moon as well, because of where it rises and sets. In this event, we also have a meteor shower in Gemini happening in this full moon energy too. So a lot of mercurial energy to release. And the 15th is the final day of Mercury being in retrograde. Mercury will be going direct on the 15th as well. So we have a lot of mercurial energy being forced and released all at the same time. So it's all, we're going to tap into how you can harness this energy with the Moonology deck. We're also going to tap into things that you may need to do, what you can expect with this energy, all of the things, right? So if you're new to my channel, hi. I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning and trust me with your energy. I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini, and see what is going on with you. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap to the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever they have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to them as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this reading, protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you, amen, and ashe. So, with this full moon energy, we're going to go ahead and pull from the Moonology Oracle card deck. And we're going to pull from the Black Moon Astrology card deck to see the energy that we need to encompass, what we need to release. Is there anything that we don't see, as in the Gemini Collective? What is the energy for Gemini Collective in this full moon, also the next 48? You have adjustments are required. Excuse me, Mr. Unicorn. I need you to back up a little bit. Thank you. Alrighty. You have adjustments are required. You also have it's time to take action, new moon in Mars. So a lot of you need to release that. They want you, a lot of you to release some of your, with that immediately I got like some of you may be too much in your feminine energy and not enough in your masculine energy. Like it's an imbalance there. Because when we pull the energy of Mars, that's like your masculine energy. That's your Mars placement. That's how you take action towards things. Some of it, you guys could have rested on it. Some of you are noticing as we're closing the year, and that's okay. If that's all you did was make it through the year, that's fine. But you may have rested too much in 2024 to where you may have procrastinated and didn't take action on things you need to. And it's time for you to adjust that and go ahead and do it. Like when you get the impulse to do something and you have a creative idea, you need to go ahead and do it. You also have here a time for healing. And some of you guys need to make sure that you have a good work-life balance is what that's saying to me. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius energy. As we know, Jupiter is in Gemini. I almost said Sagittarius, in Gemini energy until March of next year. And then we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer energy. So if you were worried about, oh man, I immediately I got like, some of you are worried about, are you going to make it to like the next day, as in like your next payday or the next rent or something like that. You guys are safe. Some of you, even though Cancer really doesn't necessarily talk about money energy, somebody you may have overspent, but you're going to be okay. But it is adjustments are required in regards to that. Something about that as well. So if you're new to my channel, I put a lot of emphasis on astrology in the tarot a lot, and a lot of emphasis on yourself. This channel is all about self-healing with things that you need to know. So with that being said, I hope all of you that are listening to this, you are familiar with what your birth chart is. If you are not familiar with your birth chart is, I encourage you to visit Astrology Cafe or something like that. Look up your birth chart. You're going to need your date of birth, the time you were born, where you were born, and then when you come visit this channel on the daily message or Gemini Next 48, I want you to see what that means for that particular place on that particular day. So we go Monday through Sunday. because it's the days of the week. So let's just say today is Saturday. Saturn sign Saturday. Saturn is in Pisces right now, but you may have a Saturn, and some of you may have Saturn in Sagittarius. What does that mean for you? Really get into it, because here we like to learn, grow, and learn about ourselves. That being said, the reason why I said it, because I want you guys to take a look at what your Mars placement is, also what your Jupiter placement is, and your moon placement, because your moon is going to play heavy energy in these next 48 hours, because the moon is in Gemini energy. Just because you are a Gemini sun, that does not mean that you resonate with Mercurial energy in these next couple of days, because it depends on what your moon placement is. Okay, so with that being said, let's go into the Black Moon Astrology Day. You have the 5th house here. Comes out, which talks about your creativity. 10th house, traveling, the world. What's this? Mars again. Some of you need to go ahead and put yourself out there. What are you waiting on? Cheese and rice. It's like your divine right. Saturn, the truth. Some of you have something you need to speak, something you need to show. Some of you keep getting upset. It's like, oh, I had that idea first. I should have did it first. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You're not doing it now. Some of you could have a heavy Aries placement. You could be an Aries sun watching this with a Gemini placement somewhere. Or you got a heavy Capricorn placement, 10th house of Saturn. Somebody has a heavy Capricorn placement. You're very creative. You always have an idea. Do you see? Listen, with this full moon, whoever I'm speaking to, release fear, release judgment, because Saturn talks about you having this, somebody has like a fear of being judged by other people, what they're going to say about if they take action, especially like, are men going to look at them different, or like your colleagues, because Mars does not have to represent the actual men species, but this is like collectively, people are looked at as in a masculine energy of society. Okay, so it's like, it's almost the energy like, will you get a leg up? Will it mess with like your reputation? Because reputation is ego, and that's a masculine energy, right? So this is what we're talking about. Some of you need to release that, release the fear of judgment, and really step into your divine right as a creative, as someone who needs to put their works out there, whether this is books, I heard poetry, whether this is television, whether it's just simply being a content creator, whether it's being a teacher or something like that. You need to put your works out there. This is for someone, and it doesn't have to be on a large platform. When I say put your works out there, and I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. It could be something small. It could be at your local job that you already work at already, and you just going over to the marketing department because you had an idea for that, but pursue it. It doesn't always have to be on a large scale where the world has to see you. It can be in what you're already doing, but putting yourself out there more to the next level, because you have this energy here, Gemini. A lot of you need to release that. It's like some of you are in your ego, be like, oh, I want my stuff is cool. Nobody appreciates my work. Well, are you putting it out in the right spaces for them to appreciate your work? You know, sometimes you got to put yourself in different positions to be seen in a different light, in a different arena, because the arena that you're being seen in is not working for you. And a lot of you here with this moon and the new moon in Sagittarius coming out, luck is on your side. You're being asked to put yourself in a new environment, in a new situation, especially with the 10th house of world being here. And adjustments are required. This is all talking about movement and putting yourself in a different situation is what this is talking about. Okay? Because it's time for you to move. Usually I would let's go ahead and do it. On this channel, we break the Gemini next 48 readings up by Deacon. The first Deacon of Gemini is May 21st to May 31st. It's by your date of birth, even though it is December. I encourage you to look up your Deacon of Gemini as well, but it's by your date of birth. The first is May 21st, to May 31st. The second is June 1st to June 10th. And the third is June 11th to June 21st. We're going to go ahead and do a spread for each. So, first Deacon, you guys got the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups. All right. Clarifying the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles. It's time. I can't do it. 9 of Pentacles being cleared by the 7 of Wands. Ooh, this is self-sabotage. 6 of Cups being cleared by the 5 of Wands. Some of you are self-sabotaging sabotaging yourself because it's like, oh, well, I spent time here. It's like some of you are looking at, well, I spent this much time here, so I'm going to stay here because I spent this much time here. Some of you are giving loyalty to a situation that's not loyal to you. Except it's not. It's time for you to move. Time for you to go. Put that where it resonates, whether this is work, career, love, whatever this means for you, because this is a general reading. But you are self-sabotaging yourself because of your being loyal to something that's not being loyal to you because you've been there for so long, or you put so much energy into it. So like, oh, well, I've been here for 10 years, so I'm going to say there's no need for me to start over and move. But yeah, but on those 10 years, you've been miserable and you haven't gotten anything out of it. Like, this is like somebody who's been working somewhere for 10 years and you haven't got a promotion yet, but you want one. This is not someone who's been there for 10 years and this is what they want to do for 10 years. This is somebody who wants to grow and you're not able to with the Seven of Wands. You're being blocked from growth. It's time to go. Okay? Let's move to the second Deacon of Gemini. What's going on with the second Deacon of Gemini? I'm not going to keep doing it to you. I want to do it. You know the Mariah Carey goes, it's time. I'm going to break my damn vocal cords. Second Deacon of Gemini. You have the Judgment. Ooh, somebody's saying, I'm making a final judgment. This is June 1st to June 10th. Temperance. Judgment being clarified by the title card. Somebody's choosing their self finally. Knight of Cups being clarified by the Ten of Wands. Who? What? The Temperance being clarified by the Six of Wands. Here's the thing. And I'm going to have to call somebody out on this real quick. There's two different stories. Let me call out this issue I just pulled. If you are someone's parent and your children are a burden onto you, it's because, all right, it's going to come out so rude. I'm trying to make sure my words don't come out rude. Someone is looking at something that they created as a burden to them, but they are the ones who created it. And it's like they're not allowing what they created to develop on its own, but then they're mad at the creation. This is like a parent, someone's mad at their children because their children they act entitled and their children have no goals, they're not driven, they're not ambitious, but you created that type of person. You created that, but now it's a burden onto you of something that you created because it's like, oh man, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is why I'm going there with this. Take this how it resonates for you. So it's like, someone's like, oh, they got like I want my child to be a free spirit, let them do whatever they want to. The child, because the child may be different from you, this child took free spirit as lazy or, oh, I don't have to do anything because I'm a free spirit, I just la 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 la, not free spirit as in seeing the glass half full and just having a self-expression. This child, because you guys understand things in two different ways, they took being a free spirit, meaning I don't have to do anything, I'm not motivated, life is just going to happen to me because I believe in the universe and da 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 da. Their understanding of free spirit is totally different than the actual meaning and totally different from what you meant. And now somebody is seeing the consequences of letting that happen and not really explaining. It's like someone with let's say this is like someone with an older child that's like 18, 19, 20, and this child has no ambition or no drive to do anything in life. It's because you created that. You didn't instill that into the child at the beginning because like a thing you lacked or whatever, like you weren't able to be free, but it's like you didn't give them a solid foundation you have to have a solid foundation in order to go about this world in a free spirited way. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I was trying not to be rude because I wanted to say something else, but I was like, let me not be rude when I say this. But it's like somebody's looking at their kid like, damn, this kid doesn't have no drive or no ambition. Neither did you, and neither did you instill into them. So there's that. If that is not resonating with you, what I see here as well is that there is a fear of new beginnings with someone here. And what's on the other side of the new beginning, and what they want you to release in Sagittarius season with this full moon, they want you to release the fear of starting over. And that is there is nothing to be scared of on the other side. Somebody here has the ideology, excuse me, that the grass is greener where you water it, but it's not. You guys are not realizing, somebody's not realizing that you're not watering your grass where you are, because you have seeds to go plant somewhere else for new grass, and because you have a victory here in Sagittarius energy. It's like it's time for you to start something new. But you're like, oh no, I wanna start. This is like somebody wanting to recover grass. This grass is done, baby. This grass and blew away. There is no reviving this grass. The only way to revive this grass is actually go buy some new grass and then put it down. You gotta buy the little new square things and put it down. Either way, you gotta go get something new, because there's no reviving this situation. All right. So there's that. Or it's like it's out of your hands. If something's out of somebody's hands. Let's see what's going on with the third deacon of Gemini. What's going on with the third deacon? This is June 10th. No, June 11th to June 21st. June 11th to June 21st. If I offended someone, my apologies. I was trying to make it sound better, but I couldn't. All right, so you got the Page of Wands, the Temperance, and the Four of Cups. You have the four. That could have been a collective message too as well. Second deacon Gemini, pause, third deacon Gemini. That could have been like collectively, because it feels like that was like a collective message of how you try to undo. It's like millennials, Gen Z or X, whatever the generation is right before millennials, trying to parent differently than how they parent, but not relaying the message correctly, and their children are self-entitled and lazy, because it's like, yeah, our parents did teach us work ethic, but how they taught it to us was from survival mode. We're teaching our kids that you don't have to do it as hard, but we're also forgetting to teach our kids work ethic too. And what's coming out is that, and that feels like that's what it was. It's like, yeah, your kids don't have to struggle, but they still need a work ethic, so they can still live a life of privilege when they're an adult, because you're not going to provide that when they're an adult. That's what the energy was there. Second deacon Gemini. All right. Anyways, so third deacon Gemini, you guys have the Page of Swords being clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Temperance being clarified by the Seven of Wands, ooh, and the Four of Cups being clarified. Just go. Four of Cups being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Some of y'all y'all burnt out. You don't care. You feel like all is lost. What is going on here, man? I heard some of y'all need to go to the altar. Like, you don't necessarily need to go to church or go down to altar call. If you're familiar with the Baptist church or whatever, they have a thing called altar call, and it's where you go. The preacher says, does anyone want to come down? And you go down to the altar, and you're supposed to lay all your burdens down on the altar, right? I'm not encouraging you to do that, but you need to do something like that. Like, because a lot of you it's like your optimism is gone, or is being blocked away from you. Why is it being blocked away? It's like you have no more faith in anything. Temperance being the Seven of Wands. Like, you have no more faith in the situation, like, at all. And it's stressing you out. Some of you is you can tell on your face, like in your eyes. The Hangman. But you're waiting. You're waiting for what? The Devil. The End. Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. If I make a move now, will it look like I was being manipulative or plotting the whole time? But the truth is, you need to go ahead and run. This is some of you guys, is like, you have no more faith in the situation, but you stay because you're waiting for like the go ahead. It's like you're waiting for someone to betray you or manipulate you, so you don't look like the bad guy, because if you leave right now, you're going to look like the bad guy, but you're freaking miserable in the situation, and that's the truth, so you need to go. But it's like you're waiting for someone to do you dirty before you go. Why you got to get hurt in order for you to leave? You don't always have to burn a bridge. It doesn't always have to be confrontational. for you to exit a situation. Sometimes you just got to go because it's just not right with your energy. It shouldn't be in your orbit. It's like some of you need to get out of that. It's almost like a lot of you, if I put this in the sense of like a job, like leave, they're telling you like leave while you're on top. Don't wait until they're about to fire you. You're like, oh, I'm on my third warning. Now I'm going to look for another job. No, you're already getting the push, the energy, like I need to leave. Something is telling me to leave. Let me go ahead and go. It's like you're already getting the sign, but you're waiting for something bad to happen before you actually leave. Okay. All right, Gemini. Oh, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Let's go do Aries to Pisces. This could be someone you're with. This could be a new person, brother, sister, aunt, cousin, mama. See what this person is in your energy. What's happening? What's it got to do with you? Should they still be there? Should you leave them alone? What's going on? I'm going to go Aries to Pisces. Gemini dealing with an Aries. You have the Ace of Wands. This is someone new. And the King of Wands. This is someone new. This is someone's going to give your confidence back. And they may be like a good person to confide in as well. And a good motivator. Like this person has something about them that's going to push you to your next level. And they're not doing, this is not like, it could just be a coach or a gym coach or something like that. But this is a good person for your energy. It's right now your energy, especially going back to the beginning of the reading when we had this time to take action, that Mars energy. This is that Aries energy here that we were talking about at the beginning. Gemini dealing with the Taurus, you have the Star, the Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to start over. They want a new beginning with you here. They're going to give you an olive branch. Some of you may receive a gift, Christmas gift from a Taurus, and it's more of a friendship on a friendship level. Don't take this as like, oh, they want to love me. It might just be an invitation to, like, if this is a family member or something, to like Christmas dinner or something like that. Like, chill. This is not like a commitment to. If it is from a romantic interest, it's like a promise ring. It's not marriage. Like, calm down. Like, somebody's not ready to go all the way to that step, but they do want a new beginning with you. But I'm really getting strong, like, friendship. This is like an olive branch. It's like more of a friendship Christmas gift, or this is an invitation to like Christmas dinner or something like that. And if this is somebody you're dealing with, you're waiting for them to ask you out, you think it's going to go to the next level, I'm here to tell you this person is not offering you that highest level of commitment. This is something very small being offered to you. Not to bring your hopes back down, but it's like some of y'all need to come back down off of that for whoever's dealing with that Taurus. Gemini and a Gemini, Three of Cups, and the Hermit. This Gemini just, they don't see you in, like, they don't see you in their community. They don't know how you would fit in. So it's like this Gemini, for like, let's just say you have a Gemini you've been dating for the holidays, whatever. They don't want to bring you around their family just yet because they're not sure if they want you in that space just yet. It's not a never. It's just not a right now. And also, if this is a different situation to where it's like work or something, or friends or something, they're asking you to be like, you're going to be the lone wolf in this situation if you try to force yourself into this group. Gemini and the Cancer, you have the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Now, this Cancer here, great conversation. This could be someone new. This could be like a data offering or something like that, but this is something new conversation, new energy with this Cancer. It's very new, fresh, it's refreshing with that Cancer. Gemini dealing with the Leo, Eight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. This Leo don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to do. They don't make a decision. It's like, this one, they're gonna, I like to take my time. I'm old school, and the reason why, because they really don't, and they may have other options somewhere else. Gemini dealing with the Virgo. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor. Ooh, Virgo is coming through, stumping with the big dogs. This Virgo is, if this is someone who can give you an opportunity to the next level in your life, if this is a romantic interest, this is somebody who is very serious. They are not playing with you. Very different from that Taurus energy that I picked up, but this is someone who's not playing. This is someone who does want a full commitment and is ready to handle it. They're not playing with you, whoever this Virgo is. Gemini dealing with the Libra. You have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. This Libra is having housing issues right now. They've always had housing issues. This Libra needs to realize, or you need to realize this about this Libra, that this Libra is faking the funk about their financial situation or their housing situation. If you want to pick up someone's karma, deal with this Libra. Somebody, it's a Libra going through some bad karma. They've been going through bad karma from their past life. Gemini dealing with a Scorpio. You have the Fool and the Knight of Cups. This is something you can give a chance to. You can have fun. Great friendship that can develop. You guys may have something in common from like childhood, or like you're gonna be talking about the good old days, and it's going to be a very friendly vibe with this Scorpio. Someone you can give a chance to. Gemini and the Sagittarius. You have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. If this Sagittarius, or if you has any insecurities about how the other is presented, don't come bothering with this Sagittarius. And also, this Sagittarius absolutely adores this about you, that some of you have very high confidence, you have very high standards. This Sagittarius might be a little in love with that about you, because they haven't really found that with anyone else. Like, it's something, don't take this the wrong way, Gemini. Some of you may like not be the conventional standard of beauty or handsome or whatever, but because you carry yourself and because you have standards in such a way, it's so attractive to whoever the Sagittarius is, or you find this very attractive about the Sagittarius. There's something about that. Gemini dealing with a Capricorn. You have the Wheel of Fortune and Two of Pentacles. Ooh, this Capricorn don't know. They don't know if they want a new beginning with you. They know that they want with the Wheel of Fortune being here, they know they want you somewhere. But what part of their life they don't know yet. But they want to put you somewhere exactly where they have no idea. So there's that. Gemini and Aquarius. You have the nope. The Moon and the Nine of Wands. This Aquarius, they think they're in their head too much, and they always think this is a Murphy's Law person. What goes up must come down. They're always waiting for something to go wrong. Be mindful of this Aquarius. This is like somebody's like, oh man, let's go on a road trip for 3 hours. But man, I know we're gonna get a flat tire, so let me get AAA. And this is like somebody who'll speak shit into existence. Like, get your ass away from me, is this person. Gemini dealing with a Pisces. You have the Four of Swords and the Six of Cups. This Pisces knows, or you know, that you're supposed to learn a lesson from this Pisces, and neither one of you learned the lesson yet. And it's like you guys have animosity towards each other because there's still something from the past you guys need to heal. This is either a conversation. This is someone who has left things unsaid and left things unhealed, swept under the rug. There's something needs to be said. This could be a family member here, but it needs to be said and it needs to be handled so you guys can move on and heal it. All right? But Gemini, that's been your reading for the next 48. I hope it helped you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information to do so is in the description box below the video. We are doing Sunday special tomorrow, which is 15 minutes for $30. I'm just looking in the chat. Say, hey y'all in the chat. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected, and I'll holler at you later. Peace out.